You know, some people have said that the Misandry in the Media series is the strength of my channel, while others have said that it's really getting monotonous now, and that I've overdone the commercial thing by this point. Well, you can't please everyone, but I will say this. As long as there are misandric and sexist commercials out there, there will always be another Misandry in the Media installment. If my series may seem monotonous and overdone, that's only because the misandry that you find in today's media is monotonous and overdone. Men are always the ones who are portrayed as lazy and incompetent. If I just show a few examples of this, then simply say that there are many others like this, then that really wouldn't convey how prevalent misandry is in today's media. But if I show all the commercials that I've seen that have portrayed men this way, then that really says a lot about how men are viewed in today's society. And this is all coming from someone who tries his best to avoid television as much as possible, and only really knows about these commercials because I may be out somewhere where there happens to be a TV on in the background. So yes, I will keep making these videos as long as commercials like these exist, and there always seems to be more and more. I really don't see an end to this series coming anytime soon. When the misandry in today's media stops, then so will this series. I really wish it could end, but I highly doubt that it will. Now that that's out of the way, on to the commercials. In this installment, we're going to look at the commercials that relate to gift giving and jewelry. When it comes to gift giving, you must never, ever disappoint your wife or girlfriend by giving her something that she doesn't like. Otherwise, there will be consequences, like ending up in the hospital or spending a night in a doghouse. Just like this JCPenney ad called Beware of the Doghouse.
Alright, here we go. Here it is. Okay.
This is my anniversary gift?
Well, at least you can say he got you something, you unappreciative jerk. I mean, what was his anniversary present? What does he get for their anniversary?
Yep.
A vacuum cleaner?
Dual bag. This is the best vacuum cleaner you'll ever have, baby.
He gets to go to the doghouse. That's what he gets.
Get in there.
What? Not a big fan of that look. I got you.
She gave me the look.
Ooh. Not the look.
New arrival in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And they all howl.
You are in the doghouse.
The doghouse?
Since time immemorial, when men have messed up, they get sent here by their wives or girlfriends. Fold.
Notice that he said when men have messed up, not if a man messed up, as if men are bound to mess up and it's inevitable. They will be sent to the doghouse and have to fold clothes. And what about when women mess up? Where do their husbands and boyfriends send them? Is there a doghouse for women? A place where they will howl every time there's a new arrival? And instead of folding clothes, they clean the gutters or mine for coal? No, don't even think that. A woman would never mess up. Only men do, apparently.
Yeah, but I don't deserve to be here. I didn't do anything.
Every man in the doghouse thinks he's innocent. Isn't that right, boys?
Yep, men are always guilty and women are always right.
Look, all I know is that I got my wife this really nice gift, and then now here.
What'd you get her?
This brand new dual bag vacuum cleaner, actually.
Hear that, boys? He got our vacuum cleaner.
You're a fool, man. It was dual bag.
And dual bag doesn't know why he's here.
I realize it's not the most romantic gift, but
There are many reasons a man can end up in here.
Hey, dual bag. All I did was tell my wife that her mom looked hot in a bathing suit. It was a compliment. I was just trying to be nice.
That's bull.
She was smoking.
Without caveat.
She was smoking.
I told my wife that staying home with the kids was a heck of a lot easier than having to actually work for a living.
And rather than talking to these men about it, they just decided to send them to the doghouse. Woman doesn't like what a man said? Then toss him to the doghouse like he's a piece of garbage.
Pops. See, a lot of guys end up in here during the holidays because they give their wives thoughtless gifts, like a vacuum cleaner.
I got my wife extra RAM memory for her computer as a gift. I even attached a note that said, "Thank you for the memories." Didn't go down very well.
Hey, that's an excellent gift. I actually gave that as a gift myself. It's really a lifesaver if you're running Windows XP on only 256 megabytes of RAM. You will notice a dramatic improvement in performance when you upgrade to 1 gigabyte. How can a computer upgrade be considered a thoughtless gift? But I guess useful gifts aren't enough if they're too nerdy or not expensive enough. But anyway, moving on.
Help with the cooking.
That's Oscar. He's been here so long he's plain lost his mind. Legend has it he gave his wife a mustache waxer during the holidays.
What is that on your lip?
How do you get out?
Listen better.
It's real hard.
Apologize without.
I just got reviewed last week. I went up before this review board.
Let's review your offense.
Merry Christmas.
Seriously?
What? Thought you'd want to tighten up that jelly belly, no?
Wow! I'm married to you.
Yeah, I can't believe any of these perfect creatures known as women are married to these insensitive assholes known as men. Why even bother with them? And who the hell was filming that in the first place? And how did these women get a hold of the footage? So this guy gave his wife a thigh master. Apparently a man is not allowed to care about his wife's weight. I mean, it's usually women who buy those things anyway. But when a man buys one for his wife, it's offensive. And I'd still love to know what any of these women got for their husbands. That never even comes up. Even if you thought these gifts were offensive, they were gifts nonetheless. Hell, I'm surprised the man even remembered his wife's anniversary in the first place. Men usually have this reputation for forgetting anniversaries.
Happy anniversary! Are we still on for tonight?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
You remember to make a reservation, right?
Yeah, I remember that. The number one thing a man should remember.
A little more of this, and a little less of that.
I think we've seen enough.
Yeah, I can't bear to watch any more of this either. What a jerk for telling his wife to eat right and exercise and have an overall healthy life.
So, Donnie, you think you're ready to rejoin your lovely wife?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Donald, I'll be candid. If I had my way, you wouldn't even go before this board.
I don't know what I was thinking when I gave my wife an abscessizer as a gift.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
So next time you get her something truly nice, like a gym membership, perhaps.
Exactly. I mean, no, I wouldn't get it that. I wouldn't get it that. I wouldn't get it that.
It's too big. I just want to get out of here.
You like that?
Apologize.
Yeah.
Did I fool you?
Yeah.
I didn't fool them. Set up. Trick question. I'm out the door.
Work on the folding, Donnie. Bye-bye.
Can this be any more offensive? Yes, this commercial can be more offensive, believe it or not. Just listen to the woman's voice in this commercial.
Is there any hope? Can you get out of here?
One man got out.
Express
Arnold.
your feelings. Help with the cooking. Stop checking out other women in restaurants.
Help with the cooking. Stop checking out other women in restaurants.
He sent us this.
Offer to change.
Arnold's wife let him out of the doghouse. Not sure how he did it.
He tells of a story of one man who actually got out of the doghouse, and being the stupid male that he is, he just can't figure out how he did it. Meanwhile, the camera zooms in on her necklace.
Hey, lunch!
What is this? Cheese pie?
Quiche. Chai lattes every night.
And of course they're eating out of dog bowls, and they don't have any utensils, and they just have to eat with their hands. And yes, folks, they even made a website called BewareOfTheDoghouse.com. Can you imagine a gender reversal here? What if a woman was sent to the doghouse for not pleasing her man? Let's say a woman gets a man a power drill for their anniversary, and she gets sent to the doghouse. She falls onto a stack of coals instead of a stack of clothes. Then all the women howl like dogs. And all the women talk about when they mess up, their husbands and boyfriends will send them to the doghouse. And you hear a man's voice saying, offer to help clean the gutters, and stop checking out other men at restaurants. And a woman is on trial in front of a bunch of men, and the man tells her, work on the digging, bye-bye. Of course you would never see anything like that. So why did they get away with making commercials like this? In this sickening ad, men are portrayed as idiots who can't choose a good gift, must be subservient and apologetic if they offended their wives or made them angry. Men are lucky to be married to women who are always lovely, unlike men who are crude and selfish. Apparently, men's lives have no meaning unless they get their wives' approval. All of these sexist ideas are already a part of American culture. That's what makes an ad like this work. But JCPenney isn't done just yet. Oh no. They have another ad called Return to the Doghouse. So Donnie busts out of the doghouse to play poker with the guys.
Finally got out of the doghouse, huh?
Nice man. Deal me in. Flush. Yes. Hey, fellas, I gotta get going.
Come on, man.
I gotta go apple picking with the missus tomorrow. I'm not kidding.
Another half an hour. Come on, Donnie, she won't mind.
All right, a couple more hands.
There you go.
It's the worst that could happen, right?
And of course he ends up right back in the doghouse.
You are in the doghouse.
Shut up, dope-bag. I know where I am.
Hey, Donnie. You made it like, what, 5 hours on the outside?
Where's Bull?
He's in with the review board.
Again, you have the women on the board putting the men on trial. The women know what's appropriate and what's inappropriate, and they have to make the men learn what's right and what's wrong. Now the rest of this ad gets ridiculous.
Case number 478, Jonathan Bull Bulkowski.
Look, for the 100th time, all I said is that her mom looked good in a bathing suit.
And you don't see
It was a
why.
compliment.
And you don't understand how it's inappropriate to tell her that her mother looked hot?
I didn't say hot.
Annie?
The word he used was smoking.
Smoking?
And he made this hot sizzle noise. Like this.
Honey?
What was the point of this? I mean, this had nothing to do with the man getting his wife a gift that she didn't like. It really didn't need to be in this ad at all. All it did was try to make men look even worse than they have already tried to do.
Why would you get your wife a doll for Christmas?
Saw it at a crafts fair, and it looked just like her.
Why would you think it looks like
it's
me?
It's almost like the whittler knew her better.
What kind of gift is this?
It's a beer making kit.
I don't even like beer.
It's a wonderful beverage.
Get out.
You got your wife a paper shredder?
Sorry, a hammer drill?
What? You got her a robe?
A nice robe.
It's from a hotel.
It's a nice hotel.
Next.
5-star hotel. What else does she want?
The review board takes offense at every gift. Doesn't matter what the gift is. As long as the gift is not jewelry, it's automatically garbage.
You proposed marriage at the gym while she was on the lat machine?
Well, hey, he proposed. He was the one who had to beg for her to marry him. I'm sure he still got down on one knee like a pathetic servant, something that you never see women do. But that's still not good enough for you.
I was looking in the mirror and I thought, you're quite a specimen, you know? It's time to multiply.
Just go fold.
Hey, Ellen. And Jessica.
Donnie, didn't we just see you?
That was some poker game you guys had, huh?
I know.
You're going to be in here for a very long time, Donnie.
Oh, he played poker. That's the crime of the century. But Donnie is prepared this time.
No, I don't think so. Look what I found.
That's nice, Helen. It's, you know.
Very smart. See you tomorrow?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, of course he'll be back. It's just inevitable that a man will keep screwing up, right? I can see this ad being offensive to women too. They are being portrayed as uptight and nitpicking everything and not appreciating any gift unless it's jewelry. In one part of this ad, these women were taking offense that a man got his wife a power tool. But apparently it's not offensive if you got a man the very same thing. Now, getting a man a power tool is the equivalent of getting a woman a vacuum cleaner. But how many times have we seen men getting power drills for the holidays? All the time. Yet it isn't considered offensive. Just check out this Walmart commercial.
I can't figure out what to get for my husband.
Easy. Name some things that aren't on your list.
jumper cables, camo, anything, power drill. Oh.
Jumper cables and a power drill. Nothing wrong with that, but vacuums, thigh masters, dolls, and hotel robes are crossing the line. I love how she didn't even know what to get for her own husband. You're married to this guy. Don't you know anything about him? No, you have to ask some stranger. And the female employee responds with, easy. And she knows even less about this guy. She doesn't bother asking what he might like or what he may be interested in. She just suggests thinking of the opposite of what she wants, as if all husbands are the complete opposite of their wives. Imagine a commercial where a man asks another male employee what he should get his wife, and he tells him to think of the opposite of what's on his list, and he says, vacuum cleaner, oh. Here's another Walmart commercial. I've noticed that in all the recent Walmart commercials, all the employees are female. Just saying.
I can't keep a secret, so I'm doing Christmas last minute.
Well, this necklace is awesome.
Honey, you're getting a necklace. See what I mean?
I'll surprise you.
Please.
Of course, the man is the one who can't keep a secret and does the Christmas shopping at the last minute. Here's one for some game called World of Warcraft.
What's the name of this game?
World of Warcraft.
Say it slowly.
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Yes. You ever heard of that? World of Warcraft. Go ahead.
So my boyfriend gives me World of Warcraft for my birthday. And I'm like, I said diamonds.
Again with the diamonds and the jewelry. Commercials like this and the JCPenney ads are making it seem as if all women want is jewelry, and they don't want or wouldn't appreciate anything else. So in that respect, they are also giving women in general a bad name.
Then he starts telling me I can mine diamonds in the game. Whatever. I tried it anyway. One day he comes in and says, I think you like that game more than you like me. And I realized he was right. So I dumped him.
And she dumps him over a game. A man dumping a woman over a game would be a horrible thing, but this is supposed to be funny. In general, a woman's happiness is held in much higher regard than a man's. Here's one last commercial. This one is for Minnie Babybel.
I'm here to prove that Minnie Babybel cheese packs a whole lot of something special inside this little wax package. Oh, why go ordinary? Try the special zip peel freshness that only comes from Minnie Babybel.
Nice.
Yes. Hey girls, want the perfect snack accessory? It's totally natural, 100% delicious cheese.
I see.
So this woman handed out cheese wheels to some shoppers, and they have all been to women so far. She would give them the cheese, and we would actually see the women enjoying it, and she would get their opinion on it. Now here comes the one man in this commercial.
See, good things really do come in small packages.
Okay, right after she said small packages, she looked right at him. That's an obvious innuendo right there.
Like rubies. Girls like rubies.
So she hands him the cheese and says, girls like rubies. So when the women got the cheese, we saw them eat it, enjoy it, and got their opinion on it. But when she handed the man the cheese, we didn't see him eat it or enjoy it. Hell, we didn't even see him take off the wrapper. We didn't even hear him utter a word. Instead, she felt the need to say, girls like rubies. Again, coming back to what women enjoy. She doesn't care if the man enjoyed the cheese or not. She only cared that he knew that girls like rubies. And another thing to make note of is when she handed the women the cheese, she actually told them what this product was.
Try the special zip peel freshness that only comes from Minnie Babybel. Hey girls, want the perfect snack accessory? It's totally natural, 100% delicious cheese.
She said nothing to the man about what she just handed him. All she said was,
girls like rubies.
Clearly, she cared about how the women liked the cheese.
Yes.
What the man thinks doesn't even matter. Imagine a commercial where a man is handing out cheese to a bunch of other men and cares what they think of the cheese, and the one time he hands it to a woman, he says, and make sure you get your man a new car, men love cars, and doesn't care if the woman enjoyed the cheese or not. Well, that would be inconsiderate of women, right? Just like this commercial is inconsiderate of men. Well, stick a fork in me. I'm done. Thank you for watching yet another installment of Misandry in the Media. I have plenty more where that came from, so stay tuned. That is all.